Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to a video here with the latest Berserk S.H.Figuarts. That's right, this is Nosferatu Zodd, the beast himself. First premium bundle release for the Berserk line as well. And this one, as you can see, I mean, I was surprised. I knew he was big when I saw him at Tamashii Nations and when I was there with 86. He had some presence, right? He was big, and you know he was going to be a beastie boy. So I don't know why I didn't expect the box to be so big as well. He's got some awesome accessories. If you haven't already seen the video that Mr. Lee did already, yeah, check that as well. Awesome look into this figure already, a little bit sneak peek, which is awesome. So I already kind of know what I'm going to get into with this one, but I haven't opened it myself. So first time opening and getting a good hands-on experience myself, so looking forward to that. But anyway, on the back here, nice selection of images showcasing what it comes with, which is actually quite a bit, which is awesome to see. The box art is amazing. One thing that was really cool actually, on the front you may not be able to see, but there's actually his weapon in a nice shiny kind of texture, which depending on the angle you can't see it all. I thought that was really cool when I was having a look at the box when it arrived earlier today. But yeah, let's just jump in. I want to see all the little bits that he comes with. Oh, check him out. He's actually a bit heavy. He might fall over, but hopefully he'll hold up. Just like the other Berserk figures, we have an awesome card, illustrated card in the back. And this one's actually in a plastic wrap for protection because they've gone all out. This is a full-on cardboard print and it looks absolutely amazing. So that's an awesome little bit bonus for any Berserk fan. But coming to the figure itself, the beast is in the middle. Look at that armor. That looks so good already, the detail. We've got the folded arms. We've got the two different pairs of hands for holding the weapons, right? The finger spread and the grip ones. We've got a sword, his axe, the two additional face plates, the mouth open, teeth clutched one. We've got his sheath with weapon, the actual sheath there as well. And then his cape behind, which has the animal part. Oh man, I can't wait to get a good hands-on look at that, because so far this is seriously looking like one of the best figures that I have seen. I don't know, I've been loving the whole aesthetic look throughout all the Berserk line so far. I'm keen to see how this one goes with the playability versus aesthetic, because I know that was a bit skewed on the first release, but some others have gotten the balance more, so definitely keen to see how this one is going to be. So without further ado, let's pop them out of this packaging and chuck them on the turntable. Now, does this guy have some presence or what? Really fun to handle actually so far. Feels pretty solid. The cape was easy to put on, the head was easy to pop off. I love the actual texture here, it feels so nice. These little paws on the front of it is insane. The texture for the actual halter is really nice. This is one for when the sword's not in there, and this is one pre-made. Has a nice clip, pops on easy, really good. The axe was easy to put on. The blade part, or the top part, actually pops off, and you can see the separation for the wood and the metal part. It was a bit tough for the first time, but once it popped off, it was all good. So again, easy to attach the accessories, really solid and easy to pose, and the detail on this guy is looking nice. He has that really high quality finish that matches well with the original Guts release. It just doesn't look like kind of cheap plastic like a lot of the other anime lines. It really feels like it's kind of jumped out of the Berserk manga with all of that texture. All the muscle sculpting, the huge bulging muscles are great. All the sculpting in his lower fur parts are great. The silver color separation is nice. As we probably saw a bit earlier, the demonic skull on the front there is great as well. So yeah, aesthetically speaking, yeah, I don't know, I'm in awe. I thought I'm kind of speechless, to be honest. I've liked all the Berserk figures, even the first ones which a lot of people bagged on. I understand why, but I think overall they were still a great release, especially aesthetically speaking. But yeah, this guy, wow, I think it's maybe compared to the last two releases, which were a little more weaker, I guess. But this guy, seriously, he is packing a punch. I'm really keen to jump more into the articulation, which I think I'll do now. Yeah, let's jump in. So to keep it a little bit easier, I have removed the his mantle here, just to make it a little bit easier, but there is a wire in this as well. You can actually kind of see it running through here, so you can pose it, which is great. And same for the little bit animal arms up top. So this is flexi and posable and looks really nice, so that is awesome. But moving over to the figure itself, starting with the head here, the swivel is really good, pretty nice and easy to do. I think that front part will come off like so. That's how you can access the faceplate changing, and the head will pop off as well. Going forward, really good. Going back, man, that is really good actually. Fantastic range of motion in the head itself, the tilt, everything there is absolutely spot on and fantastic. Now coming down to the shoulders, we do get a bigger gap here. It is that style which you do see on the occasional figure from Tamashii, not as common, but I think for this one here they really need to show those big bulging shoulders, and obviously those parts will generally be a bit more covered by the mantle anyway, so it isn't too bad. But in terms of range of motion, swing up and around is all good. I have noticed so far, sometimes when you want to bend it out and around, it is a little bit harder, just due to the shape these parts will kind of hit on, so you need to kind of twist it around a little bit more. But once you get into the right position, it is pretty decent. He can almost touch his arms in, which is good, especially considering the massive bulk on his chest and muscle. We do get a bit of a upper bicep swivel there. The elbow joint is a little bit more limited, I think. Not sure if that one will move as well. I think it, yeah, so definitely a bit more limited with the elbow range. Not too bad, about 90 degrees. Now the wrist peg is a standard range of motion. One thing that I have noticed on this one, I think they're like, I don't know if it's by design, but there's these extra little bits there. I don't know if that's just to make it a little bit stronger or if it's leftover plastic. So if you get Zodd here, let me know if you have those bits as well. I'm definitely keen to know if it's a common trait throughout all the releases. Now coming back to the upper armor here, this one is kind of a harder plastic. It seems to be a bit more molded on there. And one of you know, so far, this hasn't fallen off at all. Everything does feel real secure for the accessories when you are playing with a figure. So coming into the chest range here, it is solid. It is one massive chunk of plastic up top, so we don't actually get much range of motion there. About a mil on either side, no real ab crunch. But obviously I think this character design is very limiting in what you can do. So despite that, I think, yeah, at least the arms are really nice. And now coming back, do we get, yeah, not much motion swivel either, yeah. Okay then, let's switch this up and move over to the legs. So in the leg range here, let's see, okay. He makes up for the ab crunch with crazy leg range motion there. Easily do the splits without any issue. Going forward, the muscles do hit the underside, so a bit more limited going forward. But he does have a, I think, a serviceable amount of range of motion forward and back. You can kind of angle up to the side to get a bit further if needed. We do get the upper thigh swivel. The knee joint is really good, check that out. Actually, let me pop this off for now. Just so we can easily see that range. So that is really good. Now, do we have any extra? No extra motion there. So it is just the foot, which is a nice chunky peg, which does have a decent range of motion. Again, everything feels really nice and fluid, and we get the toe tip range. So yeah, actually for a hefty, huge figure, actually a decent range of articulation. I think maybe a bit more than what I expected as well. I think the main limiting part is definitely the ab crunch area. But again, I think considering the character design, it's about right. And I think in this case, I much prefer the aesthetic look that we're getting from that center area, opposed to breaking up to give mildly better range of motion, right? So I think everything else definitely makes up for that weaker point. Oh man, these faces. That one with the mouth open screaming is insane. The scar on there, the eye marks, the sculpting around the nose, the teeth, the colour separation of all the parts. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. Even the mouth closed, gritting, annoyed look is great, but just for me, the mouth open one takes the cake. Okay, I've got to say I was a bit worried about popping the arms off with a folded arm, but it came out pretty easy, and actually attaching this on, really straightforward and simple. You don't even need to clip it in hard, which is amazing. Works great. There's a lot of space there. You can fold his arms over the cape, which is great. You can take it off if you want. And the great thing is you don't have to try and force it or anything like that. Even if it's a bit loose, it still looks great. Everything matches in beautifully well, which is awesome to see, because folded arms, if you've been watching my channel, you know I don't particularly like them. It's very rare for them to be done well. In this case, I think it's a pretty good compromise. A bit more of a looser fit. I can push it on pretty hard and make it clip really tight, but I don't have to, and that's the thing that I like about these arms. Okay, so I've got Zodd here up in another pose with his sword out, the axe, the mouth open, absolutely bestial face is awesome with his little wee furry friend here, which I absolutely love. I also have the original guts release here next to him for a comparison to show that these two, aesthetically speaking, match up beautifully. I think there's a lot of kind of design similarities, like kind of way the shoulders work and so forth. But I feel like they've definitely learnt their lesson with the parts they attach on. Really nice attachments for Zodd here, so it is easy to switch on and off. And his joints feel really stable. I mentioned how the folded arms were easy to put on. It was definitely a bit harder to get the arms properly attached in a game, because the peg on the inside is really solid and big, but it moves easily, so I kind of kept moving around. It was a bit hard to fully attach in, so it took a little bit of time there. And it felt like it was attached, but actually wasn't quite, so I had to be a little bit careful there with the arms, as they may come off a bit easy, or a bit easier than what you'd expect. But you know, overall, not too bad. I think I might just jump into the pros and cons here. Pros, aesthetically speaking, nailed it. Awesome accessories. The kind of plasticky leather, fake leather styling on the sheath for his sword is absolutely fantastic for both the sheathed one and the non-sheathed one. His furry little friend with actual paws on the end, which have white claws, awesome. It's wide, it's easy to put on, posable, awesome. Faceplates, perfect. Articulation, actually really good for a really big, chunky figure. Yeah, the bonus art you get is nice touch. Overall, just absolutely solid release. I don't have any major cons, personally speaking. If you've been watching all my Berserk reviews so far, you know that I knew of Berserk, but I wasn't a big fan. I hadn't watched it, I hadn't read it. But due to these figures, I really got into it. I've read all the manga, absolutely love it. So, at least for me, as a fan of a manga, I feel like this figure represents it really well. I look forward to getting more releases. It'd be awesome to get the transformed version of Zodd. I know there was the Ichiban Kuji release statue, which was absolutely fantastic. I think Good Smile had one as well. So it's been a couple around, they look really cool. But it'd be nice to get an articulated version of that, right? So yeah, who knows? The next Berserk figures is the, is it Origin? What's it called actually? Anyway, the starting version of Guts and, oh man, I've completely gone blank. Kassa, I think her name is. Correct me in the comments please for her name. But yeah, I'm hoping we get the other companions from the kind of time skip part in the manga. That'd be awesome as well. But yeah, please let me know in the comments below what you think about this figure, your pros and cons for it, and who else do you want to see from the Berserk line going forward. But yeah, that is it for this video. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, cheers!